Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Now, Holmgren. Scores after the quick crossover. Holmgren's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Thunder. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Now, Allen is a mobile 7-footer, rim protector, who's pretty solid offensively, so he provides the kind of stability you want at that position nowadays.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. There's Williams. Mobley with the block. Holmgren with the steal. Here's Hartenstein. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Goes back up. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Mobley. Mitchell with it. Williams picks him up. And yes, it's good.
And bursting through inside. So difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
Outside Williams. Holmgren in the post. Mobley with the block. To the paint. Here's Mitchell. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Back to Holmgren. Pass to Hartenstein. The kick out to Williams. Shot clock at 3. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
And ball handlers like Mitchell really elevate your offense. His precision passing to pass the basketball at the right time, really a terrific ability.
Holmgren can't hit. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Cleveland getting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Hard not to like how dynamic Garland is on the floor. He's a high-energy player who works hard to maximize his impact on the game.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Daigneault said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. He paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those, too. Kevin, he certainly will.
I agree. David, he is fearless.
Allen just punishing right now the defense, letting them know he's going to be tough to stop tonight.
Williams for 3. Offensive rebound. On the wing, Williams. Wallace looking for an opening. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
Out left to the wing. Here's Mobley. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 5. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Pass to Dort. Shoots the 3. Second chance shot. The kick out to Williams. Here's Wallace. Guarded by Garland. The wide open look here for Hartenstein. No good from outside. And so the first quarter is in the books. Cavaliers lead by 5. And we'll get the second quarter up. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
Yeah, they do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
And you have a guard like Gilgeous-Alexander that fights inside. It can add some spunk to your team.
Back to Allen. Thunder with the rebound. Poked away. It's stolen by Allen. Here's Mobley. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Mobley's got the lead up to 7 now for the Cavs.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Garland, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Puts one up from 19. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
There's a great pace to Gilgeous-Alexander's game. The mid-range fits well.
Outside Garland. Over in the corner, Allen. Hunter on the wing. Garland, no good.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Here's Mobley. Shoots over Caruso. And another miss by Cleveland. Pass to Wallace. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Wallace outside. Over Mitchell. Wallace misses. And here are the Cavaliers now. 3-point lead. And Mitchell gets it to go. Mitchell's got 6. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
And the wingspan coming into play for SGA, just getting on top of that one.
And there's the foul. They will go on Alex Caruso. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Here's Mobley. He takes it in. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one on Holmgren. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
Shot's good by Williams.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Here we are sizing up Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
Mobley misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Down low. Back to Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving it around. Over in the corner, Williams. Back to Holmgren. On the wing, Williams. Puts it up. And he hits. It just before the shot clock expires. Williams has got 5. Cleveland leading by 4. Outside Garland. Pass to Allen. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. 8 points for Jared Allen.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Cleveland ahead. They're up by 3. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. The Cavaliers leading. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. And Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, and look at his man just go flying by him after the shot fake.
And it might be humiliating for the defender, but it feels oh so good on the other side. My goodness.
That's a needle in a haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Garland way outside. Quick shot there, and it's off target. So it's the Thunder now. Dort attacking. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
On the wing, Thompson. Hunter, no one around him. And another miss by Cleveland. Inside. Here's Holmgren. It's good. Holmgren's got the lead up to 2 now for Oklahoma City.
Well, wanting to do whatever is good for the team on any given possession. That time Dort playing unselfishly.
Shoots from the elbow. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
Here's Holmgren. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Holmgren's got 4 this quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Tristan Thompson with some force on that one.
Here's Williams. Mobley with the rebound. The Cavaliers trailing. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Thompson. Lays it up and banks it in.
Thompson shoots such a high percentage on the inside. Most of his shots coming around the rim.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 points for him.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
There's Garland. It's good. Garland's got it all tied up now for Cleveland.
That's pretty tough for Garland at his size to be able to score around the contest.
Mobley with the block. Pass to Strus. Kicks it out to Garland. Now Mitchell. Back to Garland. Cavaliers moving the ball around. For the lead. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, Garland does a good job there getting the shot up into the air while he's being fouled.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that.
Absolutely. Outside Williams. Outside Dort. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Wallace. The shot, no good. Good D by Thompson. To the inside, Mobley. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment. Goes straight to the rim.
Pass to Caruso. Wallace up on top. Back to Caruso. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Cleveland. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Mitchell wide open. And a miss there on the triple. Thunder trailing by 3. Here's Dort. Off target from three-point range. Pass to Thompson. Strus with it. Nothing on the board. Misses from short range. They could use a bucket. Wallace, good. And it's all knotted up. And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team. He told them he liked the way they were working, but he said we have to really get after it. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Pass to Okoro. That three off the mark. The Thunder with the lead. And here is Holmgren. Wiggins outside. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. From 10 feet out. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 4 now for the Thunder. Pass to Thompson. Mitchell outside. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Oh, the leaping ability of Mitchell, allowing him to go way upstairs.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Wiggins from outside. They get it back. Kicks it out to Jones. Williams outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Thunder lead by 5.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Here's Mitchell. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Holmgren.
And that's part of what Mitchell brings to the table. The willingness to operate on the perimeter or get in there and mix it up on the interior.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
And we're all too familiar with these kind of outbursts from SGA.
Here's Okoro. Pass to Thompson. Wade outside. Kicks it out to Mitchell. There's the triple. Another 3 for Cleveland.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Gilgeous-Alexander can hit you with a lot of moves. Tricky to defend.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
Now, he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Now Mitchell. Pass to Okoro. Thompson right side. To the middle. There's Garland. Lays it up off the glass.
And Garland stepping up to knock one down.
Here's Holmgren. Here's Dort. And the shot goes in. And the Thunder lead by 4.
Lugans, Dort, give it to him.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Both teams deciding to change it up. There's 1:38 left to play in the final quarter. It's deflected. At the elbow, Williams. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Thunder?
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all day long, and the block total is off the charts.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
The Cavaliers trailed by 6.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Well, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Pass to Hartenstein. It's tipped.
And DeAndre Hunter getting that block mostly because of great positioning.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Why are you so quiet, boy?
Guys,
Can't
this
know that.
possession could decide their fate.
They have to be careful.
He's talking all that shit.
There's 21 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Clock at 6. Rebound by
Oh shit,
Williams.
I'm out of here, boy. So,
Pass
It's
to
up.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Offensive
oh, you got
rebound.
it, bro.
There's Holmgren from the arc. That one, no good. So we see the Thunder get the win here. A narrow win
Defeated.
under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the 4th member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. Now here's Ball. There's the triple. Kevin Durant with a rebound.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA.
Now here's Booker for three. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Buzelis. And we're about a minute into the first. Outside Durant. Gets the three ball to go. Durant's got 6.
The fluidity, the mechanics, the purity. KD's jumper is sweet.
Here's Ball. Bradley Beal puts it in.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. It's a three-point game. Back to White. Ball outside. Launches it. Fires the three. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Beal outside. On the take. And then Beal with the dunk.
Well, difficult choice for the defense, right? If you sag off, he drains the jumper. In this instance, you give him a step, and he finishes with a big-time drive.
Now here's Ball. He has 6. The three ball. Ball with another miss. The Suns lead by 4. Fires for 3. Durant with the bucket. 11 points in the game.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
And Kevin Durant is arguably the greatest scoring forward ever. What makes KD so incredible, Doris?
BA, this game better go into triple overtime if I've got to list everything that makes this guy special. Size, elite shooting, ability to handle the ball at 7 feet, put it on the deck, get past, finish in traffic, rebound. You need me to guard every single position on the defensive end? I can do that. I could go on all night. How much time we got, BA?
One of the all-time greats, Kevin Durant, the Slim Reaper. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Booker. He's scoreless. And he drives in. Pass to Richards. Now here's Durant. Takes the three. Another three for Phoenix.
The answer from Kevin Durant, not having any of it.
Giddey into the lane. Here's Vucevic. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. So it's both teams making substitutions here. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. White for three. Kevin Durant pulls it in. And so Durant will bring it up for the Suns. They've got a 9-point lead. Beal, that one's good.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Now here's Durant. 16 points for him. Buries it from three.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. 6 to shoot. Here's Williams. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one.
So wide open there. He said, why not? That's like a warm-up shot for him.
The three, Durant. The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. The Suns on top. Up. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Here's Beal. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been that they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Beal outside. Screen by O'Neal. Beal with it. Guarded now by Williams. Beal, that one's good.
Well, this is what you want, right? Bradley Beal coming off the screen with purpose.
Back to Dosunmu. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. And again! It's the Bulls from deep.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Here's Beal. Outside O'Neal. No good from outside. The Bulls trail by 6. Dosunmu outside. Snatched away. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And one of the game's best shooters, Doris, Grayson Allen, can really stretch the floor for you.
B.A., his presence on this particular roster is so significant because of what they can do around him. Yes, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter because he can flat beat you from distance, but you also can't foul him. He is consistent at the free throw line, and he's very capable off the bounce. Grayson Allen is a more well-rounded player than he's given credit for.
Pass to Plumlee. And here's Jones. Now Beal. He's covered by Dosunmu. They set the pick. Tries it from the top of the key. And it's Phoenix with another.
Well, Bradley Beal gets into the mid-range. Let's remember, this is a 3-level scorer. He will take what you give him.
Jones from outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Beal with it. He's picked up by Jones. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Jones. Back to Beal. From downtown. Smith with the rebound. Bulls trail by 11. Williams from long range. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Here's Beal. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
Boy, that is just tremendous concentration from Bradley Beal. Defense all over him, no problem.
It's Herter on the wing. Pass to Jones. Here's Herter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A shot to stop the run. Jones misses. The Suns lead by 13. The pull-up Jay. Outside Jones. Now here's Beal. And then Beal with the dunk.
Well, this guy is far from just a shooter. He can drive it and in this instance get up and over the rim and dunk it, Bradley.
for three. Booker connects from downtown. Booker's got 5 now.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Pass to Plumlee. There's the 3. Can't get it to drop.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
Now here's Williams. Back to Herter. Dosunmu with it. Outside, Williams. Outside Jones. Beyond the arc. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
Phoenix making a switch here. He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3. Phoenix leading by 12. Here's Durant. He's got 19. Can't nail the jumper. And so it's the Phoenix Suns now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Outside Booker to the inside. Richards. The layup off target. The Bulls trail by 12. Pass the ball. From the arc. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Durant with it. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you. Richards' shot is off.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Left side, White. Pass to Buzelis. Ball with it. The shake. He can't hit that time. The Suns lead by 10. Here's the break. Beal from outside. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
Well, off the screen, you can see Bradley Beal is shot ready. That is how you do it.
Offensive board. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. Buzelis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who'll keep things moving.
And that one's good by Durant.
Kevin Durant just understands how to find the open spots on the floor. His scoring line, proof of him getting to the efficiency we always look to.
Ball outside. Over Beal. Richards pulls it in.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Durant, no good. The Bulls trail by 13. There's Ball with a three. Kevin Durant pulls it in. When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
And one of the best things about Kevin Durant is he simply locks in on exactly what's in front of him at the moment. If that means working at practice, that's what he does. If that's competing at a high level in the game, that's what he does.
Durant for three. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Pass to Buzelis. Here's Ball. Hounded by Beal. Lets the three fly. And it's Ball with the three. Ball's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And how about the agility of Ball? Being quick and precise with his movements.
Outside Booker. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Booker's got 7 points.
You know, being that wide open sometimes leads to a miss, but that fadeaway was money.
Vucevic's shot is off. Phoenix leading by 10. Left side Durant. Releases. They get it back. It's Beal on the wing. No good on the triple. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. The three from Ball. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And what an impact he's making from beyond the arc. A big three-pointer to narrow this lead.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Back to Booker. With the fadeaway. Chicago with a rebound. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
They've closed the gap over the last few possessions, but can they push through and grab the lead?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Outside O'Neal. The three is up. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. O'Neal's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. The three from Ball.
Not an easy rebound at all. But when you win that kind of battle, it gets your blood pumping.
And so it's Phoenix up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's Jones. Pass to Williams. Back to Jones. Rebounded by Dunn. The Suns lead by 8. And there's the foul. It's on Ayo Dosunmu. That'll be a second foul of the game. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, Billy Donovan was just reviewing the plan with his team. Point blank, he wants better shot selection. He told them, we're settling guys. Come on. We're not being patient out there. We're not working the ball around. That has to change right now.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Devin Booker ready on the opportunity to take any three he gets. That is pretty.
Ball no good. And so it's Phoenix with it. They led by as many as 18. Pass to Plumlee. Now Booker. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
That's just superior balance from the crafty guard. If you allow Devin Booker to get close, he's going to draw your contact.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
The three is up. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Suns.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
There's Ball with a three. And again, no good by Chicago.
Well, he tries to answer with a three of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
The Bulls trail by 17. The floater misses from close range. Phoenix with the ball. Right now on a 9-0 run. Pass to Booker. O'Neal with it. Back to Booker. Shoots a fadeaway. Smith with the rebound. And here's Chicago. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. And Ball gets it to go.
And I like the mix of power and agility Ball uses inside. One way or another, he's going to get a shot.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. The Suns making a switch here. For three, Booker. And score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection. Swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Three-pointer, Buzelis. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. And it's Phoenix's ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. From deep three-point range. And it's Chicago with a board. Pass to Vucevic. Ball with it. Booker defending. Ball surveys the floor. Here's Buzelis. Let's go with a three. And it's Ball with the three. Ball's got 15 points in just the second half.
Buzelis has tremendous court vision for his age and is willing to make the extra pass.
Durant, no good.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Suns.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Kevin Durant.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Durant with another miss. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. Down by 15. And Durant with the big finish.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And Ball gets it to go. And so it's Phoenix with it. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. And here's Durant. And he commits the intentional foul.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And stolen by Bol. Here's Plumlee. So it's the Suns winning this one.
On the road looking for a win against an Eastern Conference rival. The Chicago Bulls are ready for this thing to get started. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. This is Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And joining us courtside, reporter David Aldridge.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, that's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
Ball no good. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Fires the three. And it's Chicago with the rebound. It's White on the wing. Outside, Ball. Hits it from three-point range.
I tell you, it's unorthodox to watch, but Ball shoots the ball with tremendous rhythm and confidence from beyond.
Wagner outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Pass to Vucevic. Takes a three. Buzelis' shot is good.
And when it comes to the three-point shooting of Buzelis, we know he has the ability, but we need to see consistency. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. The three-pointer is right on target.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
No good there off the double clutch.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Pass to Vucevic. Outside, Ball. Off target with his three.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Count it.
And not a bad passing center. Carter Jr. with the solid find there that leads to a bucket.
Back to Ball. Now Buzelis. He's got 6. And it's Vucevic in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Over Carter. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Here's Buzelis. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Lets it go from the wing. Banchero, that's good.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Bangs home the trifecta. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Out to the wing. Outside ball. And it's Giddey in the corner. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Pass to Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And throwing it down, not necessarily Buzelis' game, but don't give him that much space.
The Bulls leading. Over in the corner, White. Outside ball. There's the triple. Carter pulls it in. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Magic. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
And he drives in. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Vucevic.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
So both teams changing it up here. No free throws, good from Banchero. It's stolen by Carter. With 1 on the clock, Paolo Banchero getting it done for the Magic. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. Here's Black, and there's the drive. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Jones. Again, the miss by Jones. Richard for the Bulls, just 1 playoff appearance in their last 7 seasons.
Look, the last 4 years under Coach Billy Donovan, they've been respectful, but with all of the injuries and all of the issues, the path to true contention is probably on the other side of a long rebuild.
Pass to De Silva. Outside Anthony. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Now here's Dosunmu. Rebound by the Magic.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Black, no good. Bulls trail by 7. Back to Dosunmu. Pass to Jones. Williams with the ball. He's covered by Isaac. Tries the spin move. 6 to shoot. Jones for 3. Black grabs the board.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Outside Williams. At the top of the key, Buzelis. Here's Dosunmu. The three-pointer, no good. Magic leading by 7. Lets it go with the 3. To the inside. And finish off by Wagner.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And now Orlando on the break. And here's Anthony from the arc. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
The transition 3 is part of the new NBA. And when he's taking them, it's a great shot.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Black. Deep 2 from Wagner. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor. Let's just say that was an ill-advised pass there. Very close to a turnover.
So both teams making some changes here. Pass to Giddey. Left side, ball. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Ball, no good. And it's Orlando's ball. This run now up to 13-2. And it's Suggs missing. Bulls trail by 13. Pass the ball. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Launches a 3. Poke loose. Back to Giddey. Inside. Here's White. He's covered by Suggs. Ball from long range. It's hauled in by the Magic. A 3 ball. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Bulls got 5 points now in the quarter. Shot on the wing. Banchero, that's good. And the Magic lead by 12.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's Giddey. That one's not going to go. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Here's Banchero. Misses the mark. His third miss of the game. 4 for 7 now. Ball from long range. Banchero grabs the board. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Banchero outside. They set the pick. Charity strike shot. It's good. Banchero's got the lead up to 14 now for the Magic.
Excellent work in the screen and roll. Banchero solid at knowing when to shoot in those sets.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Spins. Banchero. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
There's Ball with the three. It's hauled in by the Magic.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. And that combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. Orlando leading by 14. Here's Wagner. And it's Orlando with another.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is. What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
Takes a shot at the elbow. And it's Banchero missing. Bulls trail by 13. And Buzelis gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Banchero with the ball. He's got 14. Pass to Carter. Banchero outside. Clock at 6. Lob pass to Wagner.
Always a threat to score. Banchero that time with a sweet find.
Ball with it, and it's Carter picking him up. To the middle, and here is Giddey. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. G.A., when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better
Like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports.
Here we go.
This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. Here's Reeves. Back to Hachimura. Pass to Doncic. The 3-ball. Nembhard. Grabs the board. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Greg, we've got two of the top offensive teams in this one.
Yeah, but my focus is on the other end tonight, defense. The team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops, I think they win.
Halliburton, no good. Hachimura with it. Now guarded by Siakam. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
The guard attributes on display there. Luka with one of the quicker releases you'll see in the game.
And Siakam has it in the corner. Tries it from 19. A rebound by the Lakers.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's LeBron. And the shot falls short this time.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
We've passed year 20 for LeBron James. Clark, how is he still doing this?
Well, I'd love to find out, but he's got a combination of remarkable DNA and obviously a tremendous work ethic and attention to detail and taking care of his body. But some of it's a blend of good fortune and a lot of hard work. But he's played at a level at his age that I never thought I'd see in basketball. It's different in other sports, but to do what he's doing on the court is amazing.
Siakam. Good work defensively by Hachimura. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. We talked about the challenge of game planning for Tyrese Halliburton. The coach said we have to stay in front of him. The second he gets a step on us, that's when it's kind of pick your poison with him. If our guys stay in front of him, I think we should be fine. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Goblin say what? Nigga, what? Goblin say yeah. I'm living wild.
And the Lakers making a change here. Indiana off to a slow start. It's a 5-point game. One thing about the Lakers, Clark, over the last couple seasons, they get themselves to the free throw line.
Yeah, and a lot of that is due to the fact they've got some real creators in their lineup, guys who can attack off the dribble at multiple positions from multiple angles, and that creates pressure for the defense.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Baseline J on the way. Halliburton, no good. Lakers leading by 5. Over in the corner, Doncic. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. James wide open. And the 3-ball is good.
I'm living wild.
Comfortable from long range. That shot's now a weapon for LeBron.
And Nembhard has it in the corner. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And it's Hayes in the corner. Back to Finney-Smith. Turner with the steal. Here's Nesmith. He's off on that one. Nice D from Doncic. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Screen by Siakam. Over Finney-Smith. Back to Siakam. And it's denied. LeBron left side. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 7.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Free throw good. Siakam. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Now, here's Vanderbilt. 5 on the clock. Pass to Connect. Over Mathurin. Connect. No good. McConnell scanning the floor to the middle. Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
And, you know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
And here's Reeves outside. Good on the triple. Reeves has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Lakers. And so it's Los Angeles.
I'm living wild.
With a 10-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton has become the face of the Pacers franchise. He says they've done a great job of allowing me to spread who I am and how I play throughout the organization. The guys and the coaches have adapted to that. Good things are happening. I want us to be the best team in the league. Kevin, he's certainly taking them in the right direction.
David, I'm infatuated with this guy as you are. He does so much at such a young age. Man, the sky's the limit. And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls. They've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Shot clock at 5. And it's Halliburton with the rebound. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Pacers trail by 10. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Pass to Hachimura. Back to Finney-Smith. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Doncic left side. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. So it's the Pacers now. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And really, Clark, Luka Doncic is a one-man wrecking crew on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's special. His IQ, his size, the way he can make shots against tough defense. He's got the lean back. He's got the crafty moves. And I think he's a lot stronger and a little more athletic than people give him credit for being. I mean, without a doubt, he's one of the most unique and best players that we've seen in the game.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Get that check and get it right. Finish.
Los Angeles leading by 8. Here's Doncic. Doncic converts.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Halliburton on the wing. Over Doncic. Here's Toppin. Left side, Mathurin. And Toppin throws it down.
And that's a huge
Let's take off on
play.
him.
I mean,
Stop
they
playing
need
with
more
ball.
like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
.127 left in the first half. Back to Mathurin. Pass to Halliburton. Takes a 3. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Back to Halliburton. The tray goes back up. Here's Turner. Makes it off the glass.
That's all about the ticker for Turner. Big heart, a real juggernaut on the boards who uses those long arms exceedingly well to get second chance opportunities.
They grab their own miss. Pass to Doncic. Los Angeles with another miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And here is Turner, guarded by Doncic. Right side, Mathurin. And Turner throws it down.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Now, Doncic. He has 7. Pass to Hachimura. Got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers lead 5-4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense, other times it's to ignite it.
Okay, for you.
Doncic
It's about
looking it
to
over.
get real.
And it's sent back by Turner.
For you.
There's the defensive presence they want from Turner.
It's about to
Hustling and using
get
his
real.
mobility to send it back.
Okay.
Here's Reeves. The 3. It's rebounded by Nesmith. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Lakers leading by 4. And Clark, as we watch Aaron Nesmith, he was such a great shooter in college, and it took him a while to find his stroke in the NBA.
And you know what, Kevin, nothing really surprising about that. Most players struggle to find their game in the NBA, to find their role in the NBA. But Nesmith, he's found his rhythm and his role, and he clearly is dangerous from behind the arc. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes, a sign of a skilled offensive player.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit. See how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And, David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. We thank you for the report. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Doncic sticking it from way outside.
I know Doncic takes pride in being able to produce for his team, and he's doing it at a high level here.
And with their offensive firepower, have the Pacers Clark maxed out at that end of the floor?
There's still a lot of room for this team to grow offensively, Kevin. A low rate of free throws is something they can improve on, and a relatively low rate of threes and offensive boards. Those are areas that can get better. I think there's another level they have to reach yet.
Lakers leading by 8. Hayes with it. Scoreless thus far. James, no good. Now, here is Halliburton. And Nembhard has it in the corner. Indiana again missing. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. He's looking for Hayes and finds him. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Pacers trail by 8. Halliburton on the wing. 5 points in the game. It's deflected. Crafty move. Strong inside. What a move by James.
His overall size and strength really sets James apart from the rest of his peers when you think about his skill set inside.
Siakam, that's good.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Doncic outside. Pass to Hachimura. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. And the Lakers lead by 11.
Just solid with the jump shot. Hachimura helps your offense in a number of ways. In that case, spacing the floor.
Siakam's shot is off.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Now, Nembhard. Over in the corner, Mathurin. Over LeBron. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Lakers leading by 14. Pass to Hachimura. Halliburton with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Here's Siakam. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
With his first shot attempt, and it's sent back by Turner. Halliburton outside. Back to Nembhard. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Hayes. LeBron outside. It'll count. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Los Angeles. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have got... And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Los Angeles leading by 12. Over to the wing. Pass to Finney-Smith. Now Doncic. For three. Walker with the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Toppin. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Doncic. From the arc. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And he comes up with the deuce.
What a pass by Halliburton. He's so comfortable running the screen and roll. Excellent.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And, Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. His pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I'd like to see, but he's strong. He's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all three levels, and he's a brilliant passer.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 10. Here's Connect. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And a wide open look for Mathurin. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here's Doncic. Walker with the rebound. And so it's Walker with it who brings it up for the Pacers. Nembhard. A three-pointer off the mark. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
And a wide open look for Halliburton. Misses the three.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
I'm going easy on you, man.
The Pacers making a switch here. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. Now, Coach challenged him. He said, this goes beyond this game. Show me how much heart you have for the season. Fight until the final buzzer. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
We love the seemingly endless energy that Halliburton gives his team. Always pushing himself to deliver his best effort on every play, every day. Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Here's Doncic. Good work defensively by Turner.
And it's really a tale of two quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
And the Pacers can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 8. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Back to Hachimura. Offline with his 3. Now the Pacers with it. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Nembhard. Nice speed that time from Turner. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Right wing. Out to the right wing. It's picked off.
I'm just playing with shit.
A nice shot by Nesmith.
And such a huge play, guys.
Well, you can't even say defense for real. I'm ready to do this shit.
Tremendous steal and conversion.
This shit is too easy, man. This shit is too easy, man.
Looking around.
Shit.
Over Nesmith.
Shit. Oh, shit.
LeBron James is clutch. Not the first time he's done that, nor will it be the last.
Oh, shit. What you gonna do with that ball?
Siakam inside.
Still miss.
The rebound by James. The Lakers with the ball.
Shit, sweet.
Here's Doncic. And he gets
And
the
one.
chance to the line for one more.
Even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Screen by Siakam. Halliburton for 3.
How about the D from Doncic? These guys appreciate
Oh, my God. Yeah.
You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
It's good. There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Turner with the steal.
Leave him open. He still ain't gonna make it. Leave him open. Let him shoot. Let him shoot. Let him shoot. Still ain't gonna make it. It's still. But run out of bounds.
And the Lakers with
Run out of bounds. Let him shoot. Giving you an open shot, boy. Hurry up.
And so the Lakers take the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even try. I still got 21 points.